Welcome once more to the All-in-One Network with Aubrey Mokase. Today we are bringing you something very new, something very fresh, and we hope that you guys are doing well and you are still taking care of situations, albeit what is happening around the world. Today we are with Ntate Masemola, who is actually going to unpack issues that are involved with sports in and around Pretoria. And I just wish to encourage you to subscribe and to inform others, like, comment, and share. Brasoli, welcome to the All-in-One Network.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bukhase, and also the viewers of this very wonderful program.
Thank you very much.
I hope that we are going to have a wonderful interview. Thank you so much.
And this is the same stories that are not told, yet they are very important to our community. Tell us, who is Soli Masemola?
Soli Masemola is one of the young men who was born and bred here in Mamelodi, grew up in Mamelodi, schooled in Mamelodi, and over and above, I also participated in so many activities around Mamelodi. And then what is happening is, I even at one stage when I was venturing into sport, I tried to play soccer. And because of my father was also a goalkeeper of one of the wonderful and historic clubs around Mamelodi, established by some old man called Mr. Matlasi from Limpopo. And what transpired is, because of my father was also playing soccer, and he encourages myself and my younger brother, that was the late Maurice Masemola,
He's so resting.
to play soccer. But unfortunately, with soccer, I realized that I'm not so talented. Because of out of soccer, I realized that I've been so many times dribbled. And I did not even understand what position I was playing in soccer during soccer grounds. I mean matches. But then of importance is, when times goes by, that I develop interest, especially in ballroom dancing. That's why I did. But then at the same time, Soli Masemola is not only doing that. I'm a family person. I'm having children, well-established family. And thank you so much, thus far.
No, that is very informative. You know, having to play football, it has been actually a township thing, because there was no any other entertainment except football in black townships. And growing up under, those trying times, then we were basically channeled and restricted to participate in very few sporting codes. You spoke of ballroom dance. Tell us the history of ballroom and the Latin dance in Pretoria.
Oh, what a wonderful art. You know, at first people used to confuse ballroom dance and Latin dance with the arts and culture and sport. But at the same time, now lately it was realized that it is arts, because of you are supposed to practice arts more than anything. Although some other people, they are referring ballroom dancing as sport. Nevertheless, but then as far back as 1967, 1967 up to 1985, we had a very active community around Mamelodi. In fact, it's Swani as a whole.
The dance community.
Yes. But then let me just for now restrict myself with Mamelodi, because of by that time, those were very interesting time, because of by 67, we had a renowned ballroom and Latin dancer in the name of Mr. Emson Brastals Mashicho. That is the very first person who had a school of dancing established in Mamelodi, and many a parent took their children so that they can go and develop their talent at Brastal's School of Dancing. But then it was called Eureka.
Okay.
It was called Eureka, and a lot of families took their children there.
And where was this?
And then it was at St. Francis Anglican Church.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, at the old D5.
Okay.
And myself also, I just went there, I'm sure, for 2 weeks. But then because of the distance, I just said I'm no more going there. But then later on, I think that was 1969, there was two gentlemen also, very important also, who came up with an idea to start a ballroom dance and Latin. It was called the Central School of Dancing, Mamelodi Central. And then that was Mr. Kenneth Sohole, was called Brakeni. And the other one was, well, his name was Mr. Joe Tseporanyama. And then he was commonly known as Brajo. And later on, I think it was in 1978, then the last one who developed and started a school in ballroom dancing, especially at Retabile, that was myself. Wow. One of the youngest dancing professionals, which had a school and had a very large number of people who are staying in Mamelodi East. Because of I realized that we already have two schools in Mamelodi West, namely this one of Eureka and the other one is Mamelodi Central. And then Mamelodi East is not so well serviced in terms of developing a sport called ballroom dancing.
You said it was 79?
It was 1979, yes.
Oh, when you started this one in Mamelodi East?
Yeah, yeah. But however, as far back as 19... Now I'm still going back because of... that's where now, from that time in 1967, 68, 69, that's where I started my ballroom dancing. And then I liked it, Yeah, because of from a childhood level, I realized that this type of arts, if not sport, it really builds a person's character.
Okay.
And then you become so humble because of you are not just like soccer playing with boys, but there you dance with the opposite sex.
Oh, yes.
And then it teaches you how to handle the opposite sex in a most civilized way.
Wow.
And then even how to talk with a lady.
Yeah.
So it teaches you a lot of arts.
That's true.
Yeah. And even the way, especially when we used to attend competition, you see the way these gentlemen and ladies wear, the type of clothing, the bow tie,
Are they not
white.
expensive?
It's funny. It's funny because of by that time, remember we were not from rich families, but then during our time when we were schooling, we used to wear white shirts.
Yeah.
So in dancing, they're using white shirts. Sometimes our blazers, even if they don't have an emblem, it becomes a very formal way of dressing and a black trouser and a black shoes. So you don't seems to be expensive. Look, it's not a suit. It's just a combination of clothing.
Okay.
And then that very ballroom, it teaches one to be, when you have been looked by the general populace, then they said, oh, wow. And they don't even know that you've got only a black trouser and only separately it's...
which could be one pair.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
So it was wonderful, I must say. But then the highlight of our lives in general as the dancing community came when we started now to go to competitions. Because of, remember, all the townships around the then Transvaal used to have ballroom clubs, if not schools. And then we used to go and travel and take part in competitions in Soweto, in Attridgeville, in Harankua, in Daviton, in Springs. You name all these places. In the Val, you used to be called the Val Triangle.
That's true, yeah.
Yes, Musabuking and all that. And you meet different people with different characters. And then those people, especially in dancing, the way they express themselves, the way their postures.
Composure.
Yes, then you feel like, wow, this is how a person's supposed to behave.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And now, especially when you enter the floor with your partner, when we marveled, we dance, we show our talent. And one person says, but tell us, how did you get it right so that you can be very artistic, especially showing your talent? I said to one person that, when you become a dancer, you need to be very artistic and you need to be very creative. And then when you start spinning your partner, when you start to doing variations and techniques, and you perfect all those things, it's a good impression.
And you must be ready to learn.
Definitely.
I mean, everything is being taught.
Definitely.
Yes.
And but over and above, with dancing, we were taught by these three gentlemen, Rastals, Brajo, Brakeni. They taught us one important aspect of life besides ballroom dancing: respect, humbleness, to be civil to each other. And then
where is trustworthiness? Because you are handling someone else's child, you are handling someone else's girlfriend or wife, in whatever way.
And you know what? From that very basic concepts, dancers used to be very polite. If you see a dancer who's very emotional, you become very surprised. And then you can see that really, this one, yes, he might be a dancer, but it seems as if there is something.
He's incomplete.
He's very, very much incomplete. But however, when we started to realize that we have a real talent in ballroom dancing, Mr. Mohase, it was when there was an international dance festival organized in Maseru. Because remember, during that time of apartheid, we were not allowed to dance with other nationalities, especially white. So we said, fine. Those very tutors by that time, they said, okay, let's go and see who's who in the zoo in the sports of ballroom. And then they organized the Maseru Cutex International Dance Festival.
Cutex.
Yes. And then now that's where now everyone, all the clubs in Mamelodi, in Pretoria, and the whole of the Transvaal, in fact, the whole South Africa, and some guys were from England, some guys were from America, assembled at Lesotho to go and take part in those competitions.
Which year was it?
That was in 1974.
All right.
I was only 14 years by that time.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And who paid the fees? Who paid the...
Our parents.
Oh.
We had very committed parents.
And supportive.
Very supportive, but not rich.
Yes.
But they understood that it is not just dancing. It is just to nurture these children to be better people in the near future.
That's true.
Because remember, if you're 14 years, within a very short space of time, you'll be entering into a level of or a space of adulthood. So at least to be a better adult, there are certain stages in life which you've got to.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah.
It's stages.
Yeah.
So, and how did it go in Lesotho?
I'm telling you, all the clubs in Mamelodi became very, very supportive, and also we came up with trophies. I still remember that even if we had some challenges, especially with those who are very advanced competing internationally.
Yes.
I remember we collected trophies.
Okay.
We collected trophies. And especially myself, when I was dancing, 14 advanced. Remember that when we're talking about advanced, it is 4 dances.
Okay.
It is waltz, quick step, slow for stroll, tango. And I came position third among internationally uh, uh, renowned dancers.
That's right.
And then by that time, you must understand we are not allowed to compete internationally.
Yes.
But we
And this was
succeeded. Yeah. On our way back, yes, I'm sure after a week or two, we were welcome. We were welcomed, and we make a welcome party to say, you know what, we have achieved. Especially in these trying times, especially when our parents did not afford. But then at least we managed to go and participate in this world-class type of event.
Not just participate, but compete.
And especially, you know, the proud thing is the color of my skin. If I can represent, because I was not even aware that I'm representing South Africa.
Yes.
I just told myself that I'm representing my club. But later on, when I grew up, I said, but I was representing South Africa. Yes. And
albeit not being recognized.
Yes. But I was conscious of the fact that I'm from Mamelodi. And I mean, we did Mamelodi proud.
That's true.
Because of all the guys around the dancing fraternity from these 3 clubs. We had a wonderful competition. We came back, and then even if it was a competition, but we became very united and loving.
That's true.
Yeah, and that is the reason why even now, you know, I said earlier on that I played soccer. I even tried boxing and karate. But then I realized that I don't fit.
That is not for me.
No, that's not for me. You see,
and playing football, doing dribbles,
exactly.
You understand?
But then something very interesting is that competition was not only in 1974. It went on until 1978. And it stopped.
That international dance competition.
Yes. And fortunately,
so from 74 to 78, you did not even achieve position 1.
I did.
Oh, you did.
I did. We only spoke about 1974.
That's correct.
Yes.
That was the inaugural.
Yeah. Yes. And then after 1978, it was local competitions, but big competitions. Remember, there was South Africa.
Okay.
There was also this international dance festivals, which were held at the old Mabatu.
Mafikeng, that's correct.
Yes. Because of, remember, Mafikeng was said to be
a Bantustan.
A Bantustan, but then independent.
That's true.
Yes. Yeah.
An independent state.
Yeah.
Within a state.
Exactly.
And did you require a passport to go there?
No.
Okay.
It was just a question of traveling by bus.
Yeah.
Because of you had to register and then you take your children and then you compete, you come back.
And what did the system say, or what was the system's response in terms of you crossing borders into a sovereign state to participate?
No, to be very honest with you, especially with the Botswana, no, we didn't have any difficulties because of we were just traveling, just like when you are moving from here to Africa.
That's right.
Like for instance, during those times, I never experienced any roadblocks. But then at least we had a wonderful competition.
Okay.
But now, you see, all the time when we're traveling, besides this very dancing, remember, if you can go to Durban from 1972 at 12 years, it's an honor. Because of we dancers, we don't just sleep at a certain place, in Kuku or whatever. We were sleeping in hotels.
So it came with status.
Really, being poor. And a lot of people thought that, especially around Mamelodi, they said, no, all the time when we were seeing you guys, we thought that we are from rich families. Because of whenever we come back, we used to tell the community that I was in Lesotho. I slept in an international 5-star hotel. At that age. Yes. And you know, at that age, you wear a pajama. And that was the first year when TV was introduced in South Africa. Pajama with a TV. Wow. And you take endless photos.
That's true.
Yes.
I mean, those are memories.
Good memories, man.
But this goes to show that participating can actually change one's life. No one was ever born walking.
Yes.
We all learned to walk.
Exactly.
And like having to participate in whatever activity or sports, you are taught and you become a better person. So, Brasso, let us now move into what did the ballroom dance achieve in the upliftment and the transformation of our society, especially the youth?
You know, sometimes I say to a person that you as an individual, you become a mirror yourself, a reflection, maybe indirectly of what you do or the sport which you resemble. Had that been the case, what I saw happening, especially with the introduction of dancing uh, in our black communities, it came up with a package. And that package which says it's very, very important that all the youth must participate in the ballroom dancing or any sporting code which is there. And then having said that, we started to, especially Mamelodi. Mamelodi was a hype of activity. And then I still remember all the community halls, especially Mamelodi. That's the Mamelodi West Community Hall.
That's right.
That's where now I usually visited, especially at an early age. People used to play table tennis, basketball, karate, boxing. Even the soccer guys were doing something.
Uplifting, weightlifting.
And boxing also. Boxing.
In one hall.
In one hall.
That's correct.
Yeah,
it was a shared space.
There was a marvelous program initiated by the then Ndate Matala, who was very committed in the upliftment of the life of a black child. And by that time, also our parents, they played a very important role because of our parents made it a point that there is no time which you can go out of your family home. Your parents don't know where you are.
That's true.
Our lives, let me tell you about my life here. It was centered around only three things. One, in the morning, you go to church. I was a Catholic by that time. And then after church, it's school. After school, you go back to, you go and dance at the hall. When you come back home, you do homeworks, you sleep.
It's late, yes.
The following day, again, same applies.
Same routine.
When it is weekend, then you do anything which is required at your home. But when it is after, especially 1:45, my mother, my grandparents, my father will tell you that it's time up. You must be at the hall now.
You are reminded.
Exactly. Even if I knew, but I knew that if I can make it a point that I have some other intentions of not going to dancing practice, that definitely going to
reply. Yeah, they are on your case.
Because of remember, you are not dancing alone. You are dancing with a partner. Then if you are not going there, you are disappointing your partner, and maybe by that time they are going to introduce a new variation or technique. If you are not there, you see, you are pulling down all those people whom you are dancing as a group with.
That's right.
So it needs commitment, especially time, and it needs seriousness. And then you know what? They made it a point that we respect each and every person.
Yes.
Whether it's your equal or your
teammate or
any person. Any person.
It went beyond your environment.
Oh, that was dancing.
That's
Yes.
correct, yes. I mean, you have highlighted the era of Ndate Matlala. Was Bob responsible or involved in organizing competitions then? You remember Bob? Huh?
Yes.
It was the
Yes.
Bantu
But
Administrative
administration
Board.
board. Yes.
Were they involved in any?
No, 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 not at all.
Okay.
Remember, Bob, in terms of the running of the halls, it was only there to facilitate that all the activities which need to take place
Okay.
at the hall.
Okay.
The hall must be available
Oh, yes.
to be used.
Okay.
Now, you as a club, let's say for instance a club of dancing,
Yes.
whenever you feel that now this year you want to organize a competition, is then now you consult with the manager of the hall, like for instance in Tatematlala.
That's right.
Then you hire a hall at a certain fee. Then if that hall is available during that period, then you pay, so that at the end of the day, you invite each and every person who is in the dancing community to come and participate.
How far in the new political dispensation is dancing playing a role in the life of the youth, especially in townships?
That's a very thorny issue now. I'm telling you, dancing collapsed, especially in Mamelodi after 1985. Dancing collapsed because of, remember, all those people who were teachers by that time, they passed on. And may their soul rest in peace.
No, that's true.
And besides myself, and then I was also, because of I did not concentrate in dancing. Remember, I studied law with the University of South Africa.
Oh, yeah.
And then there was a time when they advertised posts for aspirant black prosecutors.
Okay.
That was that was during apartheid.
Yeah.
And I said, but let me just go and do practicals, because with Greek law it doesn't have practicals. But maybe I said to myself, let me just get exposure. And then I went to a place in the Mpumalanga, a small town called Amsterdam. That's where I started working there.
Okay.
And then by that time, that's where now all the clubs collapsed. And when I came back in 1992, I got a transfer. I've got a transfer to Social Government Magistrates Court. By that time, when I was there, then everyone who meets me along the way said, "But Soli, can you really live dancing like this?" And then all this time, I started to gather some people that, but people, what is that which you can do? And then we restarted ballroom dancing. I can tell you that it is not only ballroom dancing which collapsed. It's also all the sporting codes. Besides soccer, and tennis. But then you don't see that many people go into the ground to go and play the tennis and all those sporting codes. And I think it is our responsibility now that, especially those who are still alive and calling ourselves legends or if not veterans, we've got to go back and build the legacy. Because of if this generation of ours, if really it can pass on, therefore our children are not going to be able to know many sporting codes.
No, that is true.
Yes, yes. So, and then remember, there is this saying which says, an idle mind is devil's workshop.
That's true.
And I'm not saying people must dance, but then people must participate in any sporting activity which happens in the township. It's very disappointing, especially after the dawn of democracy. There is no support. There is no support, I can tell you even now. And then what we're doing now, even reviving this sporting codes, it's just a question of taking our family monies, spending in that very sport. Because of right now, we have revived ballroom dancing.
That's great.
And then that organization now is called Mamelodi Ballroom and Latin Dance Academy.
Oh, okay.
So it's inclusive because of we started to pilot it at Mamelodi West. But then
Mamelodi West?
the Mamelodi West Community Hall.
Okay.
And then we are dancing on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Okay.
And
From what time to what time?
From 4:30, we are teaching children. 4:30, we are teaching children until 5:30 because we want to allow them to go and do their schoolwork.
Okay.
And then from 5:30 until 6:30, then it is adults.
Oh, okay.
So we're encouraging people to come.
Yeah. No, that is important. I mean,
definitely.
You must participate.
Yeah, especially at our age. I was telling somebody that with dancing, if you're not aware, you are keeping yourself very fit because of you are not only exercising your body, also your mind.
That's right.
So to keep you at least happy, if you've got stress, you come and you dance.
Yeah.
And then at 6:30, you go back home.
And what is stress? I mean, it's coupled with mental illness.
Yeah, exactly.
Today, we are experiencing or witnessing a high number of mental patients.
Exactly.
And our people are just as relaxed as nothing is wrong. And yet we invest in our own illnesses.
It's very disappointing, Dr. Mahase, because of we still have people who are legends. Take, for instance, how many soccer legends we have in Mamelodi.
That's right.
You know, I still remember in the olden days when I was in Mamelodi High School. You know, when I saw these guys playing soccer, I don't want to pick up names because of maybe some people said we are favoring. I mean, those were your favorites. But you can see that these guys, the talent that they have, they can even go to the extent of playing soccer international. And that's where now I saw some of them playing in Sundown, some in Mamelodi, the old Mamelodi United.
Yeah, the heroes.
Yes.
No,
now, what is that now which really can stop us to get those legends under one roof and we start teaching them? I mean, we start forming a body which at the end of the day is going to teach all sporting codes to our children. So that when our generation passes on, then we'll be leaving a legacy.
That is true.
That is my intention right now.
I view this as one of that disease of dependency. There were a lot of promises made, and you know, people waited for manna to basically come, and without having to be given an opportunity, it is something that tested our resolve. We do have serious challenges where legends are actually aloof and communities suffer. It is very much important what you have mentioned in terms of legacies. How far is dancing in Mamelodi? You have touched a bit on collapsing and the revival now. But how is the response?
Yes, very positive, I can tell you. Well, okay, let me just highlight that people, they've grown up, they've got families and other responsibilities. Yes, we understand. But those of us now who realize the importance of reviving ballroom dancing with a view of at least leaving a legacy, which of course was left to us by our ancestors.
That's right.
Then we've got ladies and gentlemen who are still available. Like, for instance, as I already alluded that we are practicing at Mamelodi Community Hall. And besides that, they are also even volunteering in teaching these small kids how to do ballroom dancing. Remember, ballroom dancing is one of the most expensive sports.
Expensive in terms of?
attire.
Oh, okay.
Attire, street attire.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the attire which I've alluded when we started. Yes. I'm talking about the street attire, the tall coat, the proper shoes for dancing.
Okay.
And you know, especially right now, uh, these people, when they go to the competition, they even men who are doing a very wonderful haircuts. Yeah, trimming themselves and looking very elegant and very gentle, and you'll be very impressed, especially when you see it. But now, here are ladies and gentlemen who had devoted their time to volunteer their time, at least 2 hours on those very days, to come and teach these children how to dance. Although we haven't said we are ready for competition, but then we are still at a developmental stage.
No.
But then we are there, and then we do really, and then all the same, we are encouraging each and every legend to come so that we can build ballroom dancing again.
Yeah, that's very encouraging, and it is a positive direction that has been taken. Masemola, we are going to be concluding not long. What else are you involved with?
Yes, besides ballroom dancing, I'm the former CPF chairperson, Community Policing Forum. I even became the chairperson of the cluster by that time. And I even became the PRO of Gauteng Provincial Community Police Board.
Okay, that's great.
I'm grounded as far as community involvement is concerned. Because of what I've realized, especially when we live as community members, we have a lot of ideas, but then people just talk for the sake of talking. But I want to implement good ideas because of we need to leave a legacy. Presently now, I'm the chairperson of MASCO. MASCO stands for Mamelodi Sports Council.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's a supreme body which represents all the sporting codes in Mamelodi.
Coordinated by?
It's coordinated. I mean, we have a committee.
Okay.
Yeah, an elected committee.
Okay.
We've got a constitution. We're a registered NPO.
Oh, so affiliated with?
And then we are affiliated with Region 6 Sports Council, which of course is also affiliated to Fani Sports Council.
Oh yeah, no, I was about to ask when you talk of Region 6, and then I was thinking it is associated with the municipality.
Yes.
So that's the municipal demarcation.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And then it goes, you know, there is a long organogram, which at the end of the day, they're attached to the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture.
Right, that's great. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But then that is what I did because of I realized that I can be very committed in ballroom dancing, but then we are leaving some of the most important sporting codes aside.
Okay.
And then we decided that no, look, through the involvement of the executive committee of Region 6 to say, let us now start to activate the issue of bringing sports together in Mamelodi. Okay. And then once I was at the first instance elected as the acting chairperson, in fact coordinator, convener, if you can call it. Okay. And then later on in 2023, during August, the last week of August, we held a election. Okay. And then in that election, so then I was chosen to be the chairperson.
The chairperson. Yeah. Inaugural.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yes. And then any affiliation with national sports bodies like SACSCOC, like SAFA, like ASA, Athletics South Africa?
Look, yeah, let us separate two things. Okay. If you're talking about dancing, we've got.
Now I was referring to MASCO.
Oh, MASCO.
Yes.
Right. No, with MASCO, it is MASCO. It is MASCO, and it is Region 6. Yes. It is Fani Sports Council, and it's Gauteng Sports Council until it's reached national. You see, yeah. So that is a short organogram of the whole administration of sporting coach.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So how far is the organization? How well do you organize events under Moscow's umbrella?
At the present moment, Moscow financially is limping.
Okay.
We're struggling to get some funds. But however, we are very much strong, especially in supporting our individual sporting coaches.
Okay.
So that whenever they organize events, then Moscow rally around so that we made this very event to be a successful.
Success.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So
Yes.
you would fundraise. You
Exactly.
would
Exactly.
go and look for partners.
Because of we are trying to not to duplicate.
That's true.
Because of some funders will tell you that look, we are funding Moscow, and then an individual sporting coach, when it comes to they'll tell them that no, look, we cannot fund the mother body and also you guys.
Okay.
So at least if we are calling the development of local sporting coach, it's very important that all those clubs must get funding so that
that's
they
true.
participate in their competition.
No.
Yes.
No, I really wish to thank you very much, Brasoli. That's how I call you, Brasoli.
Yeah.
All in one network with Obrimo Khase, you have heard it yourself. There is a revival of dance in Mamelodi once more, and everyone is encouraged to go to the Mamelodi West Community Hall and inquire. Get to know what is it that is required for one to participate, or actually giving your little ones a chance to participate. We are experiencing a lot in terms of our social lives. So it is very much important for us to let our children be. Let us give them support. Let us encourage them to participate and let them be independent. We normally say that the youth are the future. So it is very, very critical for us as parents to support these children, give them the necessary support, and also encouragement, because we definitely need to be healthy. These are future leaders, and it is very much important for us to give it a try. Let us not fail before we start. Personally, I really wish to thank you, and I don't think that this is the end. We are going to be seeing one another in sharing other stories and information that is valuable to our community. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
It's a pleasure.
This very interview.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.